Hello, hockey fans. This is the
One and only.
hardcore puckhead, and it's been an interesting week, uh, in the NHL. Well, rest of the week, anyways. Um, Jason Robertson, back-to-back hat tricks. That's amazing. In 2 games. He never had one ever, but he's got two now. He's got two now. He had one Friday night in the overtime win against Winnipeg. Matter of fact, one of his 3 goals that night was the OT winner, and he also had a hat trick against Minnesota. So yeah, both on the road too. So it's amazing. He's just he's just a hell of a player. It's just crazy. All this talk in Dallas about Joe Pavelski and Jamie Benn and Tyler Sagan. I think Robertson's kind of like their best kept secret, though the secret's probably out now. And of course, the Avs came down to earth a little bit, not that much. Lost to the Coyotes. Yeah, Coyotes. Coyotes played play hard against the Avalanche, and we had the clash against Calgary, which didn't go our way either, but at least we got a point out of it. But yeah, it's been an interesting last few days. But of course, it's early in this stretch. There's still a lot of hockey to go. With Sunday's action done, there are 54 days left in the NHL season, and it's going to be an interesting ride. But first, let's see. Let's take a look at the story so far after the first Sunday in March. The Eastern Conference. The Carolina Hurricanes lead the entire conference with 83 points. And elsewhere in the Metro, it's the Rangers and Pittsburgh tied with 77. Though the Rangers have a game in hand that makes them the second place team. In the Atlantic, the Lightning took the lead in the Atlantic. Oh boy. They just referenced the Simpsons again on Family Guy. But Tampa Bay's leading the Atlantic. They took the lead earlier. They took the lead tonight with the win against Chicago, and it's Florida in second, and Toronto in third place. Toronto, they need to get it together. That loss to Vancouver was not good. And it looks the way this is going. The way this is going, Toronto's gonna stay in third behind the Florida teams. The wild cards are still Boston and Washington, and Washington has the second wild card spot, up by 10 points over Columbus. So it's gonna be a hell of a home stretch in the Eastern Conference. In the West, Colorado, even with the back-to-back losses, still leading the conference, still leading the league. 85 points, 40-11-5. And we're right away with the entire conference. We have a 14-point lead. We have a 14-point lead over St. Louis, who has 71 points. They had the overtime loss to the Devils most recently, so they're at 71. Minnesota is at 67. They are actually tied with Dallas in points, but Minnesota has a game in hand, hence why they're still in the top 3. But it's getting bad for the Wild. They have been losing games lately. They have lost 8 out of their last 10. So it's getting a bit catastrophic. In the Pacific, Calgary Flames lead with 73 points. The Kings got a win in Buffalo, 3-0 shot win. They improved to 69. Vegas, oh boy, Vegas, 68, 1 point behind, LA, and they moved within 1 point of second place with that win against Ottawa. Jack Eichel, the power play goal with 5.4 seconds left of regulation. Wow. The wild cards right now, Dallas and Nashville. That race is still pretty tight. Dallas is 67, Nashville 66. Behind the line, Edmonton with 64. The Ducks with their overtime win. They moved past Vancouver at 63. Vancouver is 62. Winnipeg is 58. Winnipeg's been 500 in the last 10. They need to wake up. So that's the story. So that's the story so far, with plenty of time left. But there's plenty of time left in this home stretch because it just started. But time is running out for some teams. And so what's in store for this upcoming week? Well, the Bruins host the Kings tomorrow. Also tomorrow, Toronto is in Columbus, and the Avs head on the road to face the Islanders. Second final meeting of the season. The Avs kicked off the month of March at home against the Isles. And of course, you got the Battle of Alberta on Monday night as well.
I just want to apologize for how things got started between us.
And
I can see that you're a good guy.
on Tuesday, the Avalanche aren't. Oh, brother.
What? I was just practicing.
Oh man, Seth MacFarlane's a damn legend. Anyway, Colorado heads to New Jersey on Tuesday, and Florida faces Pittsburgh. Toronto hosts Seattle. That's just some of the action on Tuesday. Wednesday's TNT doubleheader. Yes, I do. I have enjoyed the NHL on TNT. I really have. The Oilers and the Capitals face each other, and then it's the Canadiens in Vancouver against the Canucks. Nice to see an all-Canadian game on national television. On Thursday the 10th. The Bruins host Chicago, and big game. Avs, Hurricanes, the two best teams in the league are going to face off against each other. Could be a possible Cup final preview. And of course, the Rangers and Blues face each other for a second and final time. On March 11th, it's Pittsburgh hosting Vegas, and Washington's in Vancouver face the Canucks. On Saturday the 12th, the ABC game. The ABC game for the 12th is the Hurricanes hosting the Flyers. As far as the NHL Network, they'll have the Predators host the Blues. That's an important game in the Central. But a not so important game, the Habs hosting Seattle. Those two aren't really going anywhere. And on Sunday, March 13th, Carolina and Pittsburgh face each other. A very important game in the Metro. Toronto and Buffalo face off in the Heritage Classic. That's on TNT. And we get the second meeting between the Avs and the Flames, also in Denver. So that's some of what we can look forward to in the next week. And I'll be back next Sunday to recap everything and to describe what changes, if any, have come to the Stanley Cup Playoff picture. So if you like this story, click the like button, click subscribe if you want more. A story I wrote about the Flames will be in the description below, so check it out when you can, and I'll be back next Sunday with another recap, so stay tuned.